Hi and welcome to this week ahead analysis video with me, John, Senior Market Analyst here at Blueberry. I'm going to be taking you through the key market developments and economic events that will shape the Forex market this trading week. So let's get into some economic events that are coming up. Well, there's some interesting pieces of data that we need to take into consideration. One of those being the Bank of Canada interest rate decision. We are forecast to see a decline to 3.75%. Bank of Canada cutting very heavily this year due to the high unemployment rate that we're seeing. Poor jobs data essentially is what's causing the Bank of Canada to cut interest rates so aggressively. We then have a German flash manufacturing PMI data release on Thursday. This is going to be really important because the ECB have been cutting interest rates to try and help the German economy. And if we do see further declines in the manufacturing PMI, then it might prompt more action by the ECB. Going into Thursday as well, 9:30 a.m. later in the morning, we have United Kingdom Flash Services PMI. Pound obviously had a little bit of a weaker week last week due to the inflation data coming down, which again kind of prompted that central bank narrative of rate cuts. United States Flash Service PMI follows that, and we are expecting a little bit of a stronger flash services PMI. Friday, though, we've got really important data coming up. Tokyo core CPI year on year. Now, the Bank of Japan have been very vocal, saying that they're not going to get involved at the moment due to the market volatility. However, if we start to see CPI climbing in Tokyo, this could have a big effect on how the Japanese yen moves forward into Q4. Taking a look at some charts of interest, then I'm actually going to kick it off with Bitcoin. We can actually see Bitcoin has continued to rally higher. The reason why I'm interested in this market is actually a very heavy long signal from hedge funds at the moment on Bitcoin, which is very interesting considering the landscape and dynamics of the market at the moment. This could be a risk rally due to the idea that President Trump could be involved or coming back into presidency again. Obviously, President Trump has endorsed cryptocurrencies, so that could have a huge rally if we were to see Trump come into power. Resistance here, though, is being met for the time being. So if we do start to see a decline here, we could see price come back towards the support towards the 63k level, where we could see buyers stepping back into the market. But this is a very interesting level. Obviously, we saw sellers come here in the past quite aggressively, so we'll be interested to see if sellers come back in at this point or whether price holds. I think if we hold, then the breakout higher is likely. Taking a look at gold, then gold continues to make all-time highs. We continue to make higher highs and higher lows here. As a trend-based trader, this market is one to watch. If you're looking at those pullbacks for continuation moves at the moment. Now, hedge funds positioning on this is very interesting at the moment. We did have quite a strong sell signal back here where we talked about look for the market to pull back. It did pull back. We then saw the continuation of this gold move. So it looks to me like hedge funds are basically buying dips at the moment. So I'd be looking for that to potentially continue in the near term. Going on to some currencies then, we've got Euro, US dollar, Euro dollar breaking to the downside, breaking through trend line support here, and now heading down towards the 1.08 support, where we found a little bit of support at this point. Now, Euro for me is a very weak currency from a macro point of view, as well as a technical point of view as well. So I don't like the idea of being a buyer in this support zone. In fact, I'd still rather be on the sell side of this market. If we've got potential for the Federal Reserve not to cut as aggressively and then the ECB continues to cut, then Euro, US dollar could be down towards the 1.07s fairly soon. So I'll be looking for a kind of reaction back, maybe into the resistance zone around 1.0950 for continuations. Finally, then we're going to go on cable. Obviously, cable, pound US dollar prices, we have breach through trend line support here as well. Breach below the 1.3050 handle, where we were finding some support and resistance in the past. Holding below that level at the moment. Now, it's not convincingly holding below that point, but we do have support down towards the 1.2850 and 1.2750. So if we were to see any kind of downside momentum here, we could see a move lower. I don't see the pound weakness across the board at the minute. I still feel like out of almost the best of a bad bunch at the minute, the pound. So against the US dollar could be a tricky one to see that one move lower. But it's just a worthy note that it's broken through that one spot 3050 with data coming up this week. So thank you for watching this video update. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a thumbs up, and I'll speak to you in the next video.